Hey, boo. Welcome back to the Slay Girl Slay podcast. I hope everyone had a beautiful weekend and your weeks are off to an amazing start. Wanted to take a minute and say thank you so much to each and every one of you that are listening or have taken the time to screenshot the episodes and share them with your friends or families. It just means so much to me, you guys. I really enjoy getting updates and messages and emails from you and sharing, what episodes resonated with you the most. And I'm just so happy that you guys can take something from this podcast. I listen to other podcasts, but none that I can truly take something from and apply it to my actual day-to-day life. So I'm glad we are able to share this space together. Some of you even go back and you listen to older episodes when you need a boost or you just need advice, which is exactly what I want you to do. Use this podcast as a living resource for you to navigate through your lives. And although we may talk about things that you may not be able to relate to right away, know that you can play that episode at a later time when you can actually relate. So just wanted to put that out there and say thank you so much. I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm so excited that you guys love this time that we share together as much as I do, because I absolutely love it. Additionally, I have some major news coming, which all of you should be excited because I'm excited and I can't say anything yet. I know that's super vague. It's final, but it's not final. And I want to make sure everything is perfect for you guys before we talk about it. But this is a very shameless plug. I will be notifying our email subscribers of this update first. So if you are subscribed to the email, you will be the first to know before everyone, before it's on Instagram or Facebook or on the podcast. It will most certainly be announced via email first. So if you'd like to subscribe to our email list, we don't send out a lot of emails, but more so we'll be using that to connect with you directly and give you real-time updates. Please visit our website. It's linked in the description of this episode. So just scroll up just a little and you'll see. But there will be some really exciting news coming, and I want all of my girls that listen to the podcast to be fully aware of what's going on. So super excited. We'll keep you guys posted. Moving forward, wanted to hop on this week and chat with you about how I've been feeling lately and how you guys have been feeling lately. Through our Instagram, we get what we'd like to call a pulse check on how you guys are doing out there and how you guys are feeling. And when you guys do message us or message me directly, I take a moment to check out your profiles, and I look at your photos or I read your blog post that you guys send. And I just have to say, I am proud. Okay. Some of you email us about your businesses, not looking for anything in particular, but just for the simple fact of sharing with us what you're working on. And I love it. I really do. I'm so behind all of you chasing your dreams and living your best lives possible. And most importantly, loving who you are in this moment. I was talking to one of my best friends a few days ago. We have monthly FaceTime dates because both of us are very busy, and she lives in Indiana and I am in LA. But when we haven't talked in a while, one of us will be like, okay, boo, time to put time on the calendar. And we were catching up this week, and she was just telling me about, what's been going on with her. And I was telling her about this guy I found online and how I thought he was just so cute. And he lives in LA, y'all. I'm just telling y'all all my business. But came across this guy's account and I just thought he looked so good. And he had a lot going for himself. I don't know him, of course, but I can still think he's cute, right? I mean, it's Instagram. So 99% of it can be false anyway. But she was like, you know what? I'm proud of you, Ash, even though you don't know this guy, which most of the time you don't. He is way different than the guys you've historically liked in the past. He doesn't look like your typical guy you used to go for. And I like this growth. I like it. And of course, I'm like, well, what type of guys did I go for before? But I knew what she meant. And the time and the place that I'm in right now, I'm a different Ash than I was last year this time. And although I'm still very far from where I want to be and still working every day on this woman I'm becoming, I am proud of who I am today. I think it's very easy to always look at the road ahead of us, right? And not look at how far we've actually come on the road behind us, and not take a minute to pat ourselves on the back and say, boo, you are killing it. Okay. You are bomb. You are doing it, because this is our day to day, and we're in the zone 24/7, and we got dreams to work on and plans to make and places to go. And there's work that always needs to be done, but we never take a second and think about how we were last year this time, or 2 years ago this time, and what type of woman we were then. The things we feared, or the things that bothered us, the people who were in our lives and the friends we had, the obstacles we faced back then. There is growth. There is a huge amount of growth. Some people may be like, nah, Ash, there's no growth. There's nothing I should be proud of. But really it is. It really is. You may not have everything you want right now. You may feel stuck. Like you don't have enough resources or not enough time in the day to do things you want to do. But sis, you are trying. And that alone, you should be proud of. We are always looking at the end of the road, and, oh, when I finish writing this book, I'll be this, and that. Or, oh, when I get promoted, I'll be able to do this, and that. But not taking a minute to say, you know what? I may not be finished with my book yet. My business may still not be off the ground. And yeah, I may be working full time and working on my side hustle, but I am working on myself. I am going after what I want fearlessly, and no one can stop me. No matter how long it takes, I still know I got the sauce. So I'm proud of this woman I'm becoming. Be proud of the person you are becoming, boo. Uplift her, mold her, love on her. Look at how far she's come up until this point. You have to give yourself these moments of celebrating yourself and taking a mindful moment to look inward and say, you know what? I may not be perfect, but I love what I'm becoming. I know this last season was not mine, but I know my season is coming, and I'm getting myself ready for that season, and I love it. I love who I'm becoming. I am no longer looking at other women who seem to have it all together, because girlfriend woke up this morning and she was feeling bomb, and I know my perception of that girl who has it all together is probably not even her reality. So I'm focused on me and what I got going on and what plans I have, and I love who I'm becoming. It's okay to not be what your idea of perfection is and still love who you are, because loving yourself is realizing that perfection is just an idea. Perfection is an opinion, and y'all know how I feel about opinions. And sometimes, more than likely all the time, we can be our worst critic. Personally, I can be very hard on myself. I can be hard on how I look, if I'm gaining too much weight, because I like to eat chips and cookies, and everyone else, likes salad and vegan stuff, and I just don't. And I can be hard on myself by not celebrating my accomplishments and always feeling like what I have and what I'm doing is not enough. I can be hard on myself when I don't feel adequate to stand in the rooms I stand in next to the other women who are giants in their industry, and I feel like just a small fry. I can be hard on myself for not giving more to people in need when I see them on the street. And you see how long this list is, and I can keep going. I can keep listing out all the things that I wish I was better at, and being hard on myself, and just going and going and going. But when we take a minute and think about our small victories, and taking those small victories and adding them up to say, now, well, I may have gained a little weight from eating chips and cookies, but I'm back in the gym. I may not be good every day, but I'm still there. I'm still trying. I may not feel like what I'm doing is enough, but I'm doing it. I may not feel adequate to stand next to the people who are bigger than me, but they were small ones too. And they were beginners at some point, and they probably felt inadequate too at some point or another. So I am just fine. This is where your confidence is birthed, guys. Confidence is birthed out of loving yourself and being proud of yourself. You won't be looking at someone or something to feel that personal validation because you can get it from yourself now. And when you are showing up for you and patting yourself on the back and being mindful of your victories and not someone else's, you become indestructible. Because then as you walk and look at the journey ahead of you, you come up against something or, there's a roadblock on your path, you can look back and say, you know what? If I can get myself to this point, to this day, I can get myself to where I need to go. And I may have no idea how I'm going to get there, but I know I will arrive. At some point in the past, you prayed for your today. You prayed for this moment, this time, today, and all the things that you have in your life. You wished for the things you have. And just as you got them, what you are looking for will come. I always want you to be in a state of growth. I never want you to feel complacent, like, well, I achieved all my goals. Girlfriend is good. Nothing else for me. I'm living my life like it's golden. No, we don't believe in mediocrity here at Slay Girl Slay. We don't. We push you to not be average, to always live in a state of growth. And I want you to keep that in front of you. I want you to keep those goals in front of you and the dreams you have, whatever they may be, to be a writer, to be a great YouTuber, to be a fitness guru, to be a master of education in the medical field, whatever it is, keep it right in front of you and know that, yes, you still have a ways to go. But to look at who you were prior to today, prior to our weekly girl chats, prior to this year, and be proud to stand in the shoes you're standing in today. Because this woman you are becoming is moving a lot different than she used to. She's grinding, she's hustling, she's a go-getter, she's fearless. She may not have all the answers, but please believe me, she's going to figure them out. Be proud of that woman because I'm proud of you. All right, boo, that wraps us up for this week. I would much appreciate it if you guys would leave a comment in the comment section with your thoughts on the Slay Girl Slay podcast, and even more if you would subscribe. Send me an email with any topics or feedback on this episode. You can always find us on Instagram or Facebook at Slay Girl Slay, or come visit us on our website at www.slaygirlslay.com. Until next week, we will chat soon. Peace.